I'm back with another video. Thank you for tuning in. Now, Funky Dineva has changed his mind and his stance on how he feels about Claressa Shields. Let's take a look at what he posted. He said, "We actually owe it to the culture to support Claressa Shields." And in the caption, it says, we have got to reframe our relationship with her. Reframe. Let me start over. I said that wrong. We have got to reframe our relationship with her. I know that she kind of annoys a lot of people, but hear me out. At the end of the day, all that papoose / Remy stuff ain't none of our business anyway. I'm not a fan of the sport. However, whenever I hear women's boxing, the conversation always includes Claressa Shields. For crying out loud, she is an Olympian. She is the black excellence in her field that we're always, I think we're is what he meant, that we're always hollering about. We, the Black collective, complained about Spinnat and bonnets. Then we get a woman who our girls can look up to professionally, not personally. And we ridicule her and tear her to shreds, including me. I've changed my stance on how I will approach reporting on her moving forth. Congrats on your win last night, Claressa Shields. Okay. If he wants to change his stance, by all means, you can do that. But this is the issue that I have when it comes to this. This is not the fact that Claressa is a black woman. Claressa could be white, she could be Hispanic, she can be Asian, she could be any of the races. If she was the woman that Papoose got with and she has been acting this way online, in interviews, in comment sections, it would be the same type of energy. That's what this is about. I'm not going to sit and give her a pass because she's black. That's what I'm not doing. And Funky Dineva has said he's done a couple of videos dragging Claressa. You know, I think I even reposted one in the shorts tab at one point. It's the fact that she had a fight. We all say, at least me in particular, I know that I say she needs to focus on her boxing, stop trying to be a baddie, stop trying to do all of the things. And Funky Dineva has definitely said that. He's like how she's not likable, all kinds of things, right? And that was his opinion at the time. Now his opinion has changed, and that is okay. But to tell people this right here, and that we're wrong because the conversation includes her always when they talk about women's boxing. Correct, right? We're not taking away her being a boxer and what she has worked for, right? It's not about that. But what overshadows that is what she does online, her public relationship, because her and Papoose could have literally been under wraps right now, right? We would not have known exactly what's going on with them up to date. Yes, Remy exposed them, but instead of him coming forth and coming out and trying to rub it in Remy's face and rub it in the public's face, they could have said, you know what, until this divorce is final, yes, we're going to date behind the scenes, pop out here and there. I'm not going to talk about you online. You're not going to talk about me online. If they would have kept it under wraps, then that's what it would have been. They make it seem like people go and pry into a relationship that is out in the open, that is for the public to consume, that she interacts with. Every interview, every time she speaks, she adds him to the conversation. She does that. We don't do that. So for people now to act like, okay, she had her fight in Atlanta. I don't think he went to the fight. But my thing is, okay, let's say if this fight was in Flint or anywhere else, would he have done this? Is it because the fight was in Atlanta? Like, I'm a little confused as to why people try to make it seem like she's being bullied. She literally just threatened to go to Memphis and beat somebody up. She literally put hands on another female boxer. She literally just said something about Remy, won't stop coming for her. And we're supposed to sit back and say, oh my God, let's give her grace because she's a boxer. If this is anyone else, acting this way, it would be the same energy, at least from people who do content, who are on Instagram, on any social media outlet and platform that speaks on topics and what is in the news. That's what it would be. It has nothing to do with the fact that she's black. She knows that she's black. She calls black women fat, ugly, bald headed, and any name under the book. She calls black women. But we're supposed to sit back and be like, okay, she's a boxer, so it's okay. Like, I don't understand. He could have kept it at, we owe it to her, we owe it to the culture to support her, whatever. But to sit here and describe this right here and make it seem like we are the problem and that the Papoose and Remy stuff ain't none of our business, it's very much our business because they make it our business. That's why. Remy's quiet, trying to go on about her business. And Claressa continues to speak on this woman every single time she gets. Now Remy's responding, and all of a sudden it's too much. I don't want, she's an Olympian. All of the things that she has been before she got into this affair with this man. And now we're supposed to sit back and feel bad and feel sorry while she can unleash and unload. Let's look at what she already posted, because this is what people were saying. I'm going to get back to Funky because I want to show something else. This is exactly what people are trying to say. Claressa had her fight, right? Up until yesterday, I know a lot of tickets were given out. I don't know the exact amount. I don't know how many. We all saw Ticketmaster. Everybody has been watching Ticketmaster ever since those tickets went on sale. Up until yesterday. And it still did not show the venue being sold out. However, there were people there, a lot of people there. And a lot of tickets were given away. People probably bought tickets, whatever, last minute. I don't know how it worked out. But that venue was not sold out. Every seat was not taken. It was not sold out. We're not going to sit here and act like Claressa sold this event out because she didn't. And she thinks that she did. So let's look at what she put. Somebody on X posted to the left. Look at what they put. The grand peace person. They put Claressa sold out in Atlanta without Jake Paul, without Netflix, without fighting on the undercard, without popping hot for peds, without losing 3 times to the same person. She retweets that and puts heavy on the PEDs. They can't copy that. This is the thing. First of all, that they can't copy that. We already know Remy and Juju were saying that, remember? She's always having to throw in something that Remy said and uses it as if it's her language and how she speaks. Then she's basically agreeing with this person that said that Claressa sold out Atlanta, right? See, that's wrong because Zeus had a lot to do with a lot of the promotion, with a lot of people wanting to see the Zeus people fight. It's not just you solo. And this is what everyone knew she was going to say when all was said and done, when it comes to the fight, that she was going to sit back and act like she's the sole purpose of selling these tickets. But we're supposed to respect a person. She literally just had the fight last night. This tweet went out this morning. It says 9:14 a.m. And she reposted that. She's already up, ready to go at it on the internet, talking her ish like she usually does, putting down people and doing her usual. But when Alicia had her fight, Claressa literally went on live and went off. She couldn't enjoy her win in peace. You had to tell her she was an amateur and that her fight was trash. When Alicia fought a real opponent, real competition, that was a difficult fight. That was not an easy fight for Alicia, and she won that fight. I saw that fight. This right here, we all knew was something simple. Easy win for Claressa. She's sitting here dropping down to her knees after she won, like, oh my God, I put in so much hard work. Oh my God, this was such a difficult fight. Everybody knew that this fight was going to be an easy win for her. We knew that already. But she can never just be quiet for once. Even if you retweeted this person without saying something, you're constantly adding your input all the time. And for Funky Dineva to go and say that, like, do you see her activity online on a daily basis? Do you see what she says? Do you see what she does online? Her and Papoose are rubbing their affair in people's faces every single day online. So for you to act like we're supposed to remove the Remy and Papoose situation of it all, it's impossible to do. Claressa's out here making diss songs. She's out here calling Remy a washed up rapper. And then when people say stuff to her, now we're wrong. It's fine for him to have his opinion. It's his opinion. If he chooses to not engage or say the things that he has said or go as hard on her as he has, that is his opinion. Like, but you can't sit here and tell others they're wrong. I just don't like that. I don't like it at all. Let's look at what Claressa had on last night, because I didn't see her outfit when she went out. I guess they went to some club or whatever after the fight. And she imitated Remy once again. What Claressa had on is to the right. Look at her pants. You see the pants? Only thing is, Remy's is way classier, and I love the dress. But Claressa had on pants. But just, you can see the concept. You can see she clearly wants to imitate. You know what I mean? It's like, how can someone go on and live their life when you have a person stalking them, literally? And then when you respond, you're saying that she's the one that is bothering you to leave you and Papoose alone. Claressa is getting the feedback and backlash that she gets at times because that is what she puts out. Of course, people are going to praise her right now and be happy with her right now because she had her fight, because she's a boxer. And this is what I'm saying. That's the difference. If she stuck to that, instead of hopping online every day, talking about people, dragging people, calling people names, and engaging in the comment section and just going off on people, that is what leads to people saying the things that they say. Whether people can say, oh, it's right or wrong. It's like, I don't get it. I don't understand why all of a sudden people are wrong because they're feeding into, or they're responding to her negative energy that she puts out. She's on a high right now because she had all the attention on her for a week. She was happy about that. This is what she loves. She loves this. But now that the fight is over and Papoose will probably be flying back to New York, it's only a matter of time before she crashes out again on somebody, on something. It's just what has been going on for the past couple of years. She had her fight with Franchon back in February, and I don't even know, but back then I wasn't back to doing my videos. But I remember once I saw the fight, she was happy, and she did interviews talking about Franchon afterwards. And it was like a quiet period a little bit, not a lot, but it was definitely like a downtime in that, because she wasn't doing interviews and, out there. And then it was like crash out mode, crash out, going on live, saying things, doing this, doing that. So this right here will fade away because she is an attention seeker when it comes to, being on a high from being spoken about and praised. So you won your fight, and nobody's taking that away from her. She won. Even though I know K. Scott was an easy win, Claressa won the fight. Fine, right? She won the fight. But don't go now acting like, so you're saying that she's likable now? I don't get it. Because the way he dragged her, I mean, is he saying now that she's likable because she won the fight? And I don't owe her anything. I don't owe her any type of support until it seems like she deserves it. I'm not supporting her antics and her behavior. She has a nasty attitude to me, and I don't like it. So guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think. Please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to all you again soon.